Good evening, gents. It's your boy Ayindei from Authentic Alphas, here with another helpful tip. Today what we're going to talk about is Cohabitation Game. Now, I'm a fan of MGTOW. I love MGTOW. And I'm all for men doing their own thing, going their own way. But to each his own. Now, the guidelines tend to be a little bit rigid when it comes to what you hear preached in the manosphere in regards to cohabitation. Now, personally, I don't believe in rules. You know what I mean? Everybody's an individual, and there is always going to be exceptions to the rule. We understand numbers, we understand majorities, we understand trends, but the thing is that every man needs to be his own man. MGTOW stands for men going their own way. So it's in the definition. It's not a cult, you know what I'm saying? It's not some type of, in-group where we all got to follow the same rules. Leave that to the women. Let the women, say what they can and can't do. What we want to talk about here is the risks. What we want to talk about is what to expect. And we want to talk about men being prepared, and we want to talk about men protecting themselves. So for the guys out there who do still want to interact with females on whatever level or whatever degree that might be, it's up to you as an individual. But right now what we're going to talk about is cohabitation for the men who do want it, do see value in it, and are interested in it. You still got to be careful. You still got to know what you're getting yourself into. So I've had experience with living with women. I've lived with, probably should have sat down and took some notes and counted how many women I've lived with in my lifetime. But I want to say at least 5, you know what I mean? 20 years, I think at least maybe 5 women I've lived with. And I've also been married. So I just want to give a little bit of insight. My perspective always tends to be different and unique. So the aim is for it to be helpful and to give you some different, ways to look at things, and maybe you can finagle it to work for you, and be able to avoid, the pitfalls that a lot of guys tend to get themselves into. So for the most part, I think the issue is guys not being realistic as far as having a plan when they go in. So I'm actually going to do like a video about pursuing women sexually, and the fact that you shouldn't just be pursuing them for sex, even though you're pursuing them just for sex. I'll get into it and explain it later, but what that has in common with what I'm about to say about cohabitation is having a plan ahead of time. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, you need to at least have a plan, at least have some type of a blueprint. Okay, so let me go ahead and get into some advice, and there's just basically 3 key things I want to put out there for the most part. The number one thing is, when moving in with a female, do just that. Move in with her. Don't have her move in with you. I know some of you guys are like, wait, what? I thought it's better to have the female move in with you, and that way you have the power and the leverage and the blah, blah, blah. No. What happens with that is you assume all of the risk and all the responsibility should things not go well. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you, in my opinion, how you can be a little bit safe about it and still get the same effect as far as having some power and some leverage. So don't have her move in with you, you move in with her. Why? If she moves in with you and something was to happen, worst case scenario, false domestic violence claim or something like that. Now you got to get up out of your own place that's in your name, and she doesn't. So now she's there. If it's like, a rental, I'm not sure how that would work out. But the point is, the police are going to remove you, and I'm pretty sure whether or not she's on the lease in most places, she's going to be able to stay. I don't know under what circumstances, but that's not a good look. If something was to happen and then she refuses to leave and you're the one that has to leave and it's your place. Now, if it's a property that you own, and she's been there for more than a year, a lot of places might have a common law that would entitle her to that place because she's been living there for a certain period of time. Now, if you're married, you already know how that plays out. Divorce court, she takes your shit. Bro, it's happened to me. I bought a condo with my ex-wife. We got separated. She took my shit. So Now, why I suggest that you move in with her, and check this out. Let's say both of you have apartments, both of you have rentals, whether it's condos, townhouses, apartments, whatever. Let's say you both have rentals. You move in with her. In this day and age, it's extremely easy to leave the majority of your heavy things like furniture and so on and so forth. You can leave those at your place and you can sublet your place. Right? Now, subletting's been a thing, I'm sure, forever, but nowadays it's a lot easier with the app or Airbnb. So if you live in a major city like I do, you know, this is my building, my condo. I live in Miami, bro. Super easy for me to Airbnb my shit out for whatever length of time. One day, a weekend, a week, a month, a year, whatever. So if you live in a major city, there also are most likely going to be people visiting from other places that aren't American citizens. For example, I'm in Miami, so let's say somebody comes from Brazil or, you know, whatever country, Canada. They can only be in the country for 6 months. Perfect for a sublet, right? So I could have as little as 2 people in my place for the year. One person says 5 months, another person says 5 months, and 2 months of the year, maybe it's an open space. I can now profit off of that because I can sublet it or Airbnb it out for obviously more than what I'm paying in rent, or in some people's cases, mortgage. And it's not like these people are gonna take off with your furniture. So that way there's no heavy moving, there's no huge commitment or anything like that. You just take your fucking toothbrush, whatever clothes you wanna have over at her place, and you technically live with her. But you have the option to leave at any time and your place is there. All you gotta do is get your tenants out of there or get the rentees out of there. Simple, something that could be done in literally days. Let's go ahead and let this helicopter pass. Shit, got a helicopter passing and we got an airplane. Passport gang. Might have to edit this shit out. Okay, so anyway, so moving forward. So that's the first thing. You don't have her move in with you, you move in with her. That way, for any reason, if the argument gets too heated, or whatever the case may be, bro, you take your overnight bag, you get up out of there. If it's that serious, you're gone for good. The point is, it's an easy, clean break. If she lives with you, not gonna be such an easy, clean break, and she's always gonna have some type of, some type of leverage or some type of shit over you. If it's her place and you can just say, you know what, this isn't working, let me get up out of here, it's a lot easier, and I guarantee you they will behave better when they know that you can leave at any time. That's the thing about women. When they know that you can't go anywhere and you can't do anything, that's when they're gonna start acting up, because they don't operate with fairness, they don't operate with integrity. If they got any type of leverage over you, bro, trust me, that combining with their feelings, there's gonna be some unfairness. So you don't wanna put yourself at the disadvantage of her living with you. If you live with her and she wants you to go, bro, you're out of there before she can even get the sentence out. And if you wanna go, like I said, clean break. Okay, on to my next thing. When moving in with a female, everything needs to be discussed and literally put in writing. This might sound silly and childish, but anybody with experience with women knows that what they say in this moment is gonna be completely different from what they remember the next moment. They're gonna tell you, I didn't say that, I don't remember that conversation. So you wanna be real cool and real upfront with it when everything is good, you're on good terms and everything's beautiful and butterflies and she wants to live with you. That's when you say, you know what, I love it, baby. You know what, let's just put it in writing so that we can manifest this into the universe, and then we also know what the expectations are and what we agree to and what the plan is, and we can stay, you know what I'm saying, on the straight and narrow. So you go ahead and you put everything in writing, be as detailed as you can, let her put hers in, let you put yours in, you each give each other a copy, and at least you have some framework to work with. Ever you guys are having difficulty communicating or coming to an agreement, you always have what you romanticized in the beginning when you decided that this is something that you guys wanted to do. So put it in writing. Like I said, sounds silly, sounds childish, but trust me guys, it will save you a huge headache in the future. And also it's you as a man putting mail order into a female's chaotic sense of life. All right, so you want to do that. You want to always bring order whenever you can. That's part of being masculine. That's part of keeping order in your home, in your house, and sticking to the script. So the third thing is none of this 50-50 bullshit. If you're living with a woman, you need to be paying 60% or more the expenses. Trust me, that little percent difference is going to make a difference. I don't care if she makes more money than you. I've lived with women that made more money than me at the time, and I still was like, nah, I'm gonna pay more than half. You know, go ahead and save some pennies in your piggy bank or whatever you wanna do, baby, but I need to be paying more than half as the man. If you have it like that you can pay all, that would also be great. But it's just going to revert back to the putting things in writing as far as who's responsible for what. Is she responsible for laundry, keeping the house clean, preparing meals, you know, whatever you guys agree on. Let her put that in writing, because that's going to go hand in hand with you paying a majority of the expenses. And I mean, that's pretty much it. I don't think this one needs to go on too long. I mean, you guys can go ahead, jump down in the comments and tell me what you think and whatnot. But I just wanted to kind of put that out there, because this is something that I kind of didn't like hearing over the years, all of this, don't cohabitate with women, don't cohabitate with women. It's like, bro, time out. Nobody is putting no rules on no other men, okay? If anything, what you do is you let your brothers know what to be aware of. Let your brothers know what the risks are, and that's what we discuss as men, are the things to look out for and how to protect ourselves, and also how to protect women from themselves. We gotta protect ourselves from women, and we gotta protect women from themselves. But that doesn't mean that you don't play. You get what I'm saying? As men, we do a lot of dangerous things. Taking risk is in our nature, and females are just another risk of life. That doesn't mean you don't participate, it just means you be smart and wear your fucking helmet. So that's about it, guys. I'm here, man. I'm gonna see y'all. Peace.